Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Miss Canada Globe Productions Facebook page. And we are live right now, and we have a special guest tonight, our current and reigning Miss Teen Petite Beauty International, Hailey MacDonald. Hi, Hailey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Hailey actually was in our 2018 national pageant, and she actually competed there and became Miss Teen Canada Petite Princess, which gave her an opportunity to compete internationally at Miss Teen Petite Beauty International. So,
Yeah.
Hailey, um, introduce yourself because I'm sure people would like to know more about you.
My name's Hailey MacDonald. I'm 17. I'm from a small town called Wellington in Ontario, and I competed for Miss Teen Canada Petite in 2018, where I was one of the runner-ups. So I got the opportunity to represent Canada internationally.
Okay, so let's talk about first your journey. What are you currently doing, Hailey? You're 17 years old and you are currently in school. I know you were supposed to graduate, and you are graduating, regardless of COVID-19. But like, tell us about what you've been doing so far.
Yeah, so just been trying to stay focused with school and everything. I only have 2 classes online, so it's made it a bit easier for me. I'm just trying to graduate with this last month or so of school left, and we just trying to stay home and stay positive with everything right now.
Okay. So you're graduating, and I'm sure you're looking forward to, even though you might not have a
Yeah.
graduation ceremony, but that's okay because at least you still earned your
Yes.
high school diploma, right? And
Maybe
what
we'll have
are
one later.
what are you looking forward to doing after high school? Are you planning to go to university,
I
college?
was planning to take a year off this year just to focus, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, so I was just gonna work. But then I plan to go to college next year in 2021, hopefully, for like health and fitness promotion to be a personal trainer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then after that, you can take kinesiology in university.
Yes. Yeah. I'm taking it in high school right now, so hopefully that'll help in post-secondary.
Okay, so let's talk about your journey in pageantry because people would like to know that. How did it all start for you? From you, for you? How did the journey happen with you?
So I applied myself on the website, I think in January 2018. So they got in contact with me and I applied and I did the interview and I got accepted. I didn't have any pageant experience, but they still welcomed me and I still got to have the experience and go to the pageant. And I ended up like in the top 5 my first time. Like I had no experience walking in heels, public speaking, anything, but they really teach you everything. And it was a great experience. I gained so much confidence and I met so many great people from across the country, really. So it was a great experience.
You know, Hailey, I've seen you from day one of the pageant, from how you started, and you have completely blossomed to be being a very beautiful and amazing young lady.
Thank
Um,
you.
very confident, and I know you've been doing a lot of modeling, right?
Yeah.
But let's not. We will get through that part, but like, walk us through the journey of your first day during the pageant week, and
Okay.
because I'm sure people would like to know that, right?
Yeah. So the first day I got there, we didn't really do much. We just kind of like signed in and got comfortable and everything. And then the next day was when we started training and got to meet everybody. I was nervous as heck because I didn't have any pageant experience and I thought these girls were going to be mean, but I was totally wrong. Everyone was so nice, regardless if they had experience or not. All the queens, like former queens, were great. Like Maya was great, and everyone in the office. So it was a really great experience, and they really welcome you despite any experience you have.
So talk us about the training because you mentioned about the
Yeah.
training. What was training like? Like what kind of trainings did you have?
We had a lot of different training from like hair and makeup and then walking and then confidence training, like answering questions training, like they had it all. And we really worked hard in our individual style and they didn't want to make everyone the same. They really worked with you and what suited for you. So they're really good with their training as well.
So you mentioned about confidence level training.
Yeah.
could you actually say something about that coming from your own experience?
Yeah, so pretty much what it was we all got up and we stood in a circle and we talked about something hard that happened in our lives that we didn't think we could get through, but we did. And it was a pretty emotional day because some people had some really sad stories, but we all gotten through it. And I feel like it brought us closer together because we got to like know each other on a personal level like that.
And how is this connected to being confident?
Yeah, so it's just like look back on what you went through and you didn't think you'd get through it, but you did, and you're a stronger person now because of it. And it's just like the pageant, even if you think you can't get through it, but by the end you do, and you just feel so much more confident in yourself. So it's kind of like in the beginning and then to the end sort of situation.
So now let's go to the next path, which is the National Pageant Week.
Yeah.
What was that for you?
It was really exciting actually because I was starting to gain more confidence and I realized like I was getting better and I was learning more. So I was really excited. And finals, when I found out that I made top 8 with my fast track, I was like over the moon. And I got to experience walking in the top 8 and competing for the top 8. And then I came as one of the runner-ups. So you never know what can happen.
Okay. So what kind of activities did you do during the pageant?
Yeah, we got to go to like Eaton Center and Dave and Buster's, and we did like karaoke night, salsa night. There's like those fun awards like Miss Karaoke and Miss Salsa. And it's just like a time where you're not stressed and a time you're just getting to know everybody and have fun. And you get to go on like the party bus and everything, which is so fun.
Okay. So again, you were crowned as Miss Teen Canada Petite Princess, and then you went on to going to Miss Teen Petite Beauty International in the Dominican Republic. Tell us about your experience with that, the journey first, for the preparations for internationals.
Yeah, so I trained a lot, like with Kim Maestrato. He is one of my trainers. I went to Toronto back and forth, just working on my walks and answering questions. And then a few days before I actually flew out, I got to work with Maya and Meji, and they were training me really hard, but I appreciate it. And my parents were there, and like everyone was just really supportive during that time. So I got some really good training before I got to go.
Okay. And now let's hit on to the international pageant. So what was the experience that you had? How was this for you, and what it made you be after winning that title? So let's go step by step.
Okay, so first we flew out to the Dominican, which is my first time there. And I got to meet like girls from all over the world. There's like a male pageant going on too. So I got to meet people from all over the world and experience a new culture and new food and everything. I was pretty nervous when I first got there because I saw my competition, but like we did all these fun competitions as well. And we just got to know each other and it was really fun. And I was gaining more confidence as well with the international. And on finals night, I wasn't sure how I placed, but I was feeling pretty confident. So I'm glad that I won and I'm super proud of myself.
Because it's a series of competition too. Every day it's always a competition, right?
Every day it was a competition.
And I remember you because you were so nervous because after you see Venezuela and
Brazil.
Yes, you were like, Maya, I don't know if I'm gonna win. And I'm like, calm down, girl, calm down. You're like, there's no need for that. Don't be nervous. And yeah, because I remember you were like, I'm like, don't be back on day one of nationals. It's like,
yeah,
this is the time to apply everything that you've learned and be the person that you want to be. What is it something that you really want from this experience, right?
Yeah.
So, and look at that, you end up winning the title. And tell us about like the people that was your support there. Like, I mean, I'm talking about your makeup artist, because like, you know, explain to the girls, because everybody had like a makeup artist. Pageant supplied you that. Makeup artist and stylist and
So Alex Duran was our makeup artist. He's from the Dominican, so he spoke Spanish and he really helped with that. He beautified us every day. He made me look like a totally different person some days, but I look good, so it's okay. My parents were there, of course. Maya was there supporting me. I had Helen, who was a miss, so I had her as well. Yeah, I had a really big support system, which goes a long way in pageantry when you're, especially in a different country.
But again, Alex did not just play a hairstylist. He was also there to help you with your outfits, right?
Yeah,
Because they're
yes.
big outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not
National
just a
costume.
normal dress that you would get from a store, right? It's like
Yeah.
couturied for you. Explain that.
Yeah, so he helped not just with our hair and makeup, but he got me into like my interview dress, my national costume, runway, swimsuit, everything he got me into. Some of those dresses were super big, but he helped me and Helen. So he was a great help the whole week.
Okay. So explain about, again, the competitions. There's the bikini, Miss
Yeah.
Bikini, and
Yeah.
there's
So
the talent. I believe there's a talent.
yeah. Yes. So there's swimsuit, talent, national costume, and runway, I believe, was all of them. So they're just fun awards. They didn't affect our scores. I didn't win any of those awards actually. I just got runner up in national costume, but thankfully they didn't affect our scores. So on finals day, we had an interview in the morning or afternoon, and then we did the coronation night. So yeah, I didn't win any awards, but I won the most important one. So that's all that matters.
Okay, so now that you have won that international title, what 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 have you done with that title? What have you been doing as a title holder?
Yeah, so I've done a lot, just appearances around my community. But lately, I helped with the Filipino community and raising money for their frontline workers in the food there. I sent some money to Kim Maestrado, who is one of my agents, and he helps with all of them. And that's something that I was really proud of with my title. And my platform is the Royal LePage Women's and Children's Foundation, which supports women and children escaping violence or domestic abuse in Canada, and they just give home shelters for all of them.
Okay, so now let's get into the topic of, because of that title, you've been doing a lot of other things, which is particularly modeling. So
Yeah.
tell us about that. Like we brought you to New York,
Yes.
remember? So you went to New York for the New York Couture Fashion Week. Tell us about your experience with that.
So yeah, me and a few other girls got to fly out to New York and walk in New York Fashion Week. I walked for Lourdes, and she was from France. So I was in that show with the rest of the other girls, and we just got to walk in New York Fashion Week, which is a dream come true. I'm only 5'4", and I got the experience to walk in that show. So that's due to Miss Canada Productions, and that's one of the opportunities that you can get with them.
So I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would say, oh, well, it's a fashion show, but tell us about what you've learned, because you've seen models from all over the world.
Yeah.
And you've experienced the what they call go-sees.
Yes.
And casting and the fitting. So you know that not all the designers are very nice.
No.
They're very blunt on who they want. So tell us about that, the whole thing, so the girls can realize, because obviously that made you the person you are now, all these experiences, right?
So yeah, it's not like we just walked in and they're like, okay, you're walking for a show just because you're a pageant girl. Like that wasn't what it was. Like we stayed there for hours just trying to get into a show, and we got turned down by other designers. Like Lourdes is the only one that took me, and a few other girls. So you know, it's not just you go in and you're there and you're walking. Like it's a whole process, and we were there for days, and we only walked in one show. So it's a whole process that some people don't understand, but it's a respectable thing that I hope other girls get to do. But you have to understand, like, it's not just handed to you, especially in Fashion Week.
And you've done the red carpet in New York Couture. So explain how red carpet works, so that I'm sure other people are very interested in that.
Yeah. So red carpet, basically, you just get dressed up and you talk to people. I got interviewed once by somebody. He's just asking about like my wedding plans and stuff, but it was fun. So we got our pictures taken there. We got to meet like publishers and editors and writers of like magazines. It was super cool.
Okay. And aside from that, you've also done Maestrado Fashion.
Yeah.
So you've done, I think, 3 shows.
Yeah.
3? So tell us about that experience of yours, because it's very different from New York Couture Fashion.
So Maestrado, he's located in Toronto. He just has these beautiful like Filipino designs. but his are more catered to like different sizes. So he has all like different sizes models with heights and weights and everything. So it's a really cool experience for any type of model there. But with Fashion Week, it's like sample sizes and you have to fit in that sample size. And if you don't, then bye. Like it's totally different thing, but I love doing both. So it's
Okay.
fun.
Well, I mean, it's not only Magistrado Kim who actually done his show. There are
Yeah.
other designers there as well. So
Yes.
take us to the time where, how does it work? Like, so in the morning you have rehearsals and then the
Yeah.
fitting, right, from different designers. So how did that
Yeah.
work?
So yeah, in the morning we just go over our routines for the different designers or the different collections that Kim had, and then later that day we get fittings. We usually know what we're wearing for Kim the day before. We do it the day before, but if there's other designers there, then sometimes you have to do it like 10 minutes before the show. So I had to do that once with Meji. She was there, and I found out the dress I was wearing like 20 minutes before I went on. So you never know what can happen there.
Okay, so now let's talk about you doing different kind of photo shoots because, as
Yeah.
I mentioned, comparing from like day one of when I met you in the pageant, now you actually have the aura, and the vibe of a model. So tell us about that.
So yeah, there's a photo shoot with Miss Canada Productions that they do after regionals. I was nervous for that one. There's only like 5 photos there. I've done other ones with Kim, like for my international and for nationals. And I've just done some other ones like with Bing and Alan. So yeah, it's been really fun. They're really great photographers, and I've gained more confidence doing the photo shoots as well as a model.
Okay, so now let's talk about the feeding program that you're doing with
Yeah.
Maestrado Fashions. So tell us about what made you want to do this and how does it work?
I wanted to do this because the Filipino community has been so good to me since I've been a pageant girl, and I wanted to give back to them. And I know it's a different sort of culture out there, so I was thinking like they're working so hard and they're such a great community that I can give a little bit of my time and my money to them because they've done so much for me. And I know it's really hard out there right now. So basically, what it is, I think it's in Laguna, Philippines, and basically they're just giving money and food to the frontline workers or the poor people who can't really get it right now. And basically we're just supporting them, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm sure he appreciates everything right now.
Thank you. So now we'll talk about the Sisterhood Mentorship Program because that's very important. That is part of your requirement as a title holder. So what is a Sisterhood Mentorship Program?
Basically what it is it's a queen that mentors somebody that's coming through, or a queen that's mentoring another queen. So when you join a pageant, you create a sisterhood with all the other girls that are there. And then once you become a queen, you mentor girls that are coming in. So I have one girl in the system for 2020 and I had 2 for 2019. So I got to mentor them and I got to help them. And my one girl did so well in her pageant. And the one that's coming through, she's from my area. And I've just been trying to keep in touch with her and see how she's doing. I think she'll do really well. But I need to mentor her and make sure that she's okay, because pageant week can get stressful, but she needs to remember who she is and like she can do it. So I'm really excited to mentor her, and I hopefully can mentor more people.
Okay, so again, if any girls out there who are looking to be mentored by you, how can they contact you?
Yeah, so you can message me on any of my social media platforms. My name's just Hailey MacDonald on all of them, or you can email me, HaileyMacDonald4455@gmail.com. MCGP is still accepting delegates for the 2020 pageant, and they would love to help you, and I'd love to help you. So it'd be a great experience.
Okay, so anybody out there, please, if you want to be mentored by an international title holder who basically started with, I remember, like, who's so shy and there was a little confidence there, but now look at her. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Really, you've basically grown up so much, and there are more things that will happen in your life, and I'm so proud of you, and I know that you will do well in whatever path you chooses. So again, so if you want to be mentored by Hailey MacDonald, please contact her because she'll be happy to give you the experience that she has and be your mentor to be the next MCGP queen, right?
Right.
Okay, so tell us about your current thing that you're experiencing right now with COVID-19.
Yeah.
How has it been for you and your family?
Yeah, it's been a bit stressful for me actually, because like I mentioned, my mom works in a bank, so she's an essential worker right now. It's been kind of stressful for me as well with school, but we're just trying to stay positive and stay home as much as we can, and just we're like baking and we're reading and we're watching movies every night. So it's we get to spend time with each other as well, like time we didn't get to do before. So it's not like a terribly bad situation if you think of it.
Okay. And coming back to the international pageant, by the way, how did it feel representing your country? Because that's so important for people
Yeah.
to know. Wearing the name of your country in your chest in public,
Yeah.
in an international setting, in another country. How was that feeling for you?
It was a feeling of like pride, and I was proud. Like Canada's one of the most multicultural countries in the world. We're one of the best countries in the world for healthcare. Like I was super proud to represent my country, and everybody that I came in contact with in the Dominican Republic, they saw us from Canada. They were so excited. Like Canada's just such a fun, loving country, and I was really excited to represent my country.
Okay. So what can people see about you in the future? What are your future plans?
Yeah, so since I can't return to the Dominican anytime soon, I still get to have my title for a while. So you'll still see me doing appearances and helping out around my community, which I've loved to do for the past 2 years, and I continue to do so. Even if I do pass on my crown, I hope to still help out.
Well, thanks to COVID, your reign got extended, right?
I know.
Okay. And I want to thank actually your family as well, Lisa and your dad, as they have been so supportive of you throughout your pageant journey and modeling as well.
Yeah.
And I know that they are wonderful parents to you, and they have been wonderful to us as well because they've helped us, especially during international pageants when
Yeah.
um, a lot of the running around and things that needs to be done, right? So thank
Yeah.
you again, Lisa, and to your dad for their support. And one last message to all the people out there in regards to COVID-19.
Yeah, so my message is just to stay positive, wash your hands, stay home, thank and respect our frontline workers right now. They're doing their absolute best. I know it's a super hard time for everybody, but if we get through this together, then we can make it out.
And for any girl watching this, especially young girls, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that a pageant is one of the greatest things you can do in your life. Even if you don't win, you have the experience. And MCGP really focuses on confidence and like inner self growth. So even if you don't win, you get the experience and you get to feel confident walking out of it. But you don't need experience. You don't need to be tall. You don't need to be super slim. Like I wasn't. I was 5'4" and I still got to compete. So it's a really great experience. And I hope you don't let COVID stop your dreams, because it's ruining a lot of things, but we shouldn't let it stop our pageant dreams.
Thank you. Thank you, Hailey. And I wish you the best. I can't wait to see you because I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
And I'm sure I will see you soon because we're going to Dominican Republic. You have to pass that crown,
Yes.
But this time you're not going to be working there and waking up early and going to bed late because you have to be in a rehearsal. You get to enjoy now Dominican Republic and in the beach and attend like the so-called rehearsal, so you just know what to do with the opening number and passing your crown, right? So you have that to look forward to, and I can't wait once it's all and done with,
Yeah.
Thank you again. Love you so much.
Love you
and
too.
I will see you shortly. I will see you soon.
Okay.
Bye, Hailey.
Bye.
Bye.